Winter storm, we're counting down to that. Indianapolis is getting its crews prepared for the winter weather that's now headed our way.
Yeah, we want to know what is being done to keep our roads as clear as possible. So we've invited Dan Parker from the Department of Public Works to join us here live. Dan, thanks so much for being with us. So the complaint that we always hear from viewers during a big winter storm is, hey, I haven't seen a plow on my street yet. So what's the plan in terms of hitting those neighborhood and side streets?
Well, Scott, our number one priority is those thoroughfares. So they'll be hit starting probably tomorrow night once the rain stops. We're not going to be able to pre-treat these streets because of the rain. We don't want the salt to just wash away, but we'll get out there once the rain stops and it starts to turn into snow. In terms of your question about residential streets, once the snow ends, we have our contractors on standby, depending on how much snow we get to into those residential and neighborhood streets. But our number one priority is plowing about 4,500 lane miles of thoroughfares across the city.
That's a big job, Dan, and you mentioned the contractors there for the secondary roads, but everywhere we go we see signs that people are hiring, and we're wondering, do you have staffing concerns? Are you fully staffed? Are there enough drivers right now to get all the plows out, even for those primary roads that the city wants to attack first?
We have plenty of drivers. If we do have any concerns, it's just if we have to plow for too many days in a row, because trucks do break down when you're pushing, wet snow like this. And we do have some issues with parts, but we do have plenty of drivers to staff all the trucks that we have. We'll have close to 80 trucks out tomorrow night, and they'll be out as long as we need to be.
And in terms of just reminding people to stay off the streets, can you talk about that specifically in terms of neighborhoods so the plows can get through?
Sure. I mean, I think first and foremost is that folks shouldn't be lulled into, falling asleep on this storm, because as I'm sitting here without a jacket on, it's going to be bad. And, with that rain turning into, freezing rain into sleet, the roads are going to be slick tomorrow night. And folks really need to be careful. If you don't need to be out, my number one message to your viewers is please do not be out if you don't have to be. We're not going to be able to pre-treat the streets. So as we move into your residential and neighborhood streets, they're going to be impacted just like those major thoroughfares with that slick ice that will be down first. Once we can get out there with some salt, it'll mix to create a brine to give some traction. But please, folks need to be careful. If you live on a street that we plow regularly, please don't park on the street so we can clear that street from curb to curb, because we don't want to bury your car inside a snowbank. So there's going to be a lot of snow out there, and folks need to be prepared for it. And if you're going to be traveling downtown, please don't park on the street. We're going to need to clear the parking lanes downtown as well. So folks really need to take heed of all of the warnings that you are given. They need to listen to Sean's forecast and really be prepared to go out if they have to. But if you can stay home, you should stay home.
All right, Dan Parker, we know this is a very busy time for you, and we appreciate you carving out some time to help us better educate our viewers. And we wish you great success as we tackle this storm that's headed our way. Thank you.